Cheap.
If I asked my mom to buy me a 2020 car, she'd buy me.
What's up, guys? Don't mind me. Just finishing a snack. Let's set this up. Is that right? I feel like it's going to fall over today. Where are we at? Cool. We'll give everybody another minute or two. Whoa. Let's see what's on the agenda today. Let's see. We got 6 people in. Give me just one more minute. Ooh. See whenever Chris gets back. Where'd you go, Chris? Thank you. There he is. All right. Yeah, 7:03. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. Leg circles. Switch directions.
Legs up and down. Oh, that one hurts. Legs side to side. Bicycle. Reverse. Hip bridges. Left leg only. Right leg only. Up to your knee. Up to your butt. Windshield wipers. Up to your knees, neck circles. Switch directions. Chin to chest. Chin to shoulder. Ear to shoulder. Wrist circles. Switch directions. Flex and extend your upper back. Hip circles. Switch directions. Switch legs. Switch directions. Alternating lunges. Feet together, knees apart. Walk yourself out. Feet apart, push yourself back. Take a second, stretch anything you need to. Okay, let's get started. Bridget rolls. Like, these are really important. Just like I said, learning to transition your weight from up onto your shoulder with a good bridge, making sure that we're extending our hips and we're transferring the weight into our toes, right? Turning ourselves over, coming up to standing position. When you get here, go ahead and just do a shoulder roll back through. Recentering yourself if you need to. Bridge over the other shoulder. Weight transfers into the toes. Up, shoulder roll back through. Right? And you're just going back and forth. Shoulder roll back through. Bridge up. Shoulder roll back through. Any questions on that one? So just your bridge and roll. Again, really pay attention into making sure you're bridging up onto that shoulder and you're transferring the weight into the toes that are on the mat, okay? Let's go ahead and give that one a try. 1, 2. Just continuing the warm up with that one. Good, guys. Circle back up. We'll go ahead and just keep it rolling now. Let's just move right along to our bridge and shrimp. So we're bridging, then we're tucking ourselves in, and then putting our knee through our hands. Replacing the foot, pulling our hips back. Right? Bridging up, tucking in, stripping out, putting our knee through, like we're putting our knee through their legs, right? And we're pulling ourselves back. Right? And then just doing side to side on that one. Right? You can do that one pretty quick once you get smooth at it. Okay? 1, 2. Good, guys. Circle back up. Next one. Just your normal, just sliding shrimp now and reverse shrimp. So now we're breaking it out, trying to get our hips to the shoulder line, right? And then I replace my feet and I pull myself right back. I shrimp, hips to the shoulder line, hips reach, feet reach out, pull my hips back in, right? So sliding shrimp, reverse shrimp. Sliding shrimp, reverse shrimp. So slightly different. It's similar, but slightly different movement, okay? Go ahead. Let's work that one. 1, 2. We're going to run through these pretty quick. Reverse shrimp. Sliding shrimp, reverse shrimp. Sliding shrimp, reverse shrimp. Sliding shrimp, reverse shrimp. Time, guys, circle back up. We're going to use the reverse shrimp and do a couple different movements, okay? We're going to do reverse shrimp into a couple different things, okay? The first one I want us to do is we're pretending like somebody's in side control. We're going to reach out. We're going to turn on our side, reach out and grab the mat, like so. Try to get on so you can see me on the screen. Reach out, grab the mat. I'm going to pull my hips in, and then I'm going to thread my leg through and turn up, okay? This would be if somebody's next to me like this over here. I'm going to reach and grab the mat. So they're behind me. I'm going to pull my hips away like so. And then I'm going to turn back into them. And then I'm going to start pushing like I'm pushing them over. And I'm threading my foot through my leg like this to come back up, okay? Actually, Randy, can I borrow you for an example? So the reason you would do this is if somebody was like sitting through on you. So if they sat through onto your hip, good. So I'm gonna reach and grab the mat. I'm gonna pull my hips away, and I'm gonna push her down as I thread my leg through. Thank you. Does Does that make sense? So if somebody's sitting out on you, you reach out, pushing them away, letting your foot through, up to your knees. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2. So watch me if you want to see how it's done quickly. Right, because you reverse shrimp and then you quickly thread the legs. So reverse shrimp, out to the side, leg threads, up to top position. Reaching the toes out, pulling the hips away, threading the leg under, up to top position. So just do a reverse shrimp, and then thread the knee. So I do a reverse shrimp, and then I thread the other leg through, coming on top. Do another one. Reverse shrimp, thread the foot through, up to top position. Reverse shrimp, thread the leg through, top position. Couple more. Hey, Tom, so back up. Next one. This one is going to be same thing. We're going to use a reverse shrimp. Again, they're behind us, except this time I reverse shrimp, my hips away. So I reverse shrimp, and then I'm going to act like I'm framing, and I'm going to throw my legs up. Okay? And we're going to do a, sorry, I should have specified. We're going to do a high leg spin, right? So I reverse shrimp, and then I'm going to do a toe touch, and pull myself back across. Now, in actuality, you wouldn't be like going all the way to the mat in a toe touch, but that's just for simulating the move, right? I would do a reverse shrimp, I would do a toe touch, and I'd pull myself back through. Against somebody else, I'll use, since now I have a partner I could demonstrate on, she's down in side control, I do a reverse shrimp like this. See, I'm doing a reverse shrimp to create the space like this, right? And from here, I throw my legs in, and I spin back through. I do a reverse shrimp, create space, throw my legs up, and I spin back through. Cool? Thank you. So again, reverse shrimp, toe touch, spin, right? Ideally, there would be somebody there, right, that we would catch our legs on and then spin around, okay? But in this case, we're going to do a toe touch and then spin back, okay? Got that? Let's do it. 1, 2. Reverse shrimp, toe touch, spin. Reverse shrimp, toe touch, spin. So reverse shrimp, toe touch, spin back. Just do a toe touch on one side, right shallow over the shoulder. There you go. Good, guys. Circle back up. All right, now we're going to do just work our scoots to work up to, we're going to do some other stuff, but just to get warmed up, let's just make sure we get our scoots right. So 2-footed. Oh, you can do 2 forward, 2 back, and then on one hand, forward, back, then right, forward, back. Okay, so you do your two-footed. I mean, you're one-handed. You're one-handed, forward and back. Okay, just kind of getting warmed up. Make sure you got your scoots going on, right? So two-handed and then one-handed each side, okay? 1, 2. Good, guys. Look at me on your scoots forward now. When you do your one-handed scoots forward, I want you reaching your feet, pulling your butt in, and then shooting your legs out. Okay. So once you're doing a dynamic forward scoot, you reach the feet out, you pull your butt in, and shoot your legs out. So you're trying to jump forward. So if somebody's like really far away, you just want to cover as much distance as you can. Okay. So just add that in now. Okay. 1, 2. Good. Circle up. Just for context, since I have somebody here, I can show you why you would do that. Yeah, if you don't know, this is my wife, Randy. You can wave to everyone. All right, so if my partner's standing, go ahead and stand. And actually, just so we can do this right, stand like over here for me. And then I'll try to be like here, and then go like legs separated. Right, like that. Perfect. So she's standing here, and I'm here, and she's not really engaging. Obviously, if they're staggered, I have to kind of play the angle better. But if they're square like this, I'm scooting in, shooting both my feet in, and this is going to force one of her knees to drop like this, okay? And then from here, I can get a collar tie, and then she would probably she would drop her other knee to the mat, right? So again, if she's standing, we'll do a slightly different angle. We'll do here, right? So if I scoot in, and I shoot, and I launch my legs like hard, opening her up, it would force one of her knees to the mat, right? Or else she's just gonna fall, because if she stays standing here, go ahead, go back to standing. She stays standing here, I could just push her down, okay? So go back to standing. So a lot of times I enter like this, shooting my legs in, she drops down to a knee, and then I can take a collar tie, and she drops to another knee, and now we're here, okay? Now from this position, we can do a lot of things. So if they're just sitting up, like sit upright and sit back on your heels, like this, and they're not really moving, they're not engaging, they're sitting back, I can't really get much going. This is where we use hip heists to start action, okay? So from here, all we're gonna do is we're gonna plant our foot, and we're gonna do a hip heist to a knee, okay? And we're gonna see what they do, okay? You can do this without a partner, right? Just by mimicking it. A lot of times if they don't like this and they see me getting up, they stand up as well. The second they stand, I can now just launch my feet back in. So go ahead and stand back up. I can now launch my hips back in like this, and a lot of times I shoot my hips under. And then you can enter into like single leg X position, okay? So that's gonna be the first one we do, is I'm gonna pretend like I'm here. Maybe you can even start by launching your feet in. Boom, they drop down to a knee. You take your collar tie, and you're here in butterfly, right? You stand up, they stand up. I pull myself under like this, and then I'm underneath them on their legs, okay? We won't get too much into that. Thank you. So all I would do is, you can do a scoot if you want to. We heist up, they pretend they stand, we shoot ourselves back underneath, okay? That's all it's gonna be. So heisting up, they stand, we heist back up. And we'll just do that real quick, and I'll show you guys another iteration of that. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2. So you can add a couple scoots in too while you do it. Add a couple scoots in if you want. Then add in like a big one. and then practice a hip heist, and then go back under. So you launch yourself in, you do a hip heist, and then you pull yourself back underneath them. So I use this constant dynamic level changing, right, to confuse my opponent, keep them off balance, give me opportunities to attack. You hip heist and like you're dragging yourself under. Yeah, like you're doing a collar drag almost. But you would have like a collar tie on their head. So like I would have a collar tie, I would like drag their head down as I launch my hips under them. Cool, guys, circle up. Let's do another iteration of that. So next one we're gonna do is if they don't do anything, we do a snap down and a go behind. Okay, so I'll grab my beautiful assistant again. And in this case, let's just go ahead and start down on 2 knees, okay? Right? And then it would basically be the same movement. They're slightly leaning forward. I do my hip heist, and they don't stand up. They stay right here, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna act like I'm pulling down the head as I pull this leg back, and then I snap down and feed to the hand. And then I collect the other arm, okay? So all that is, them here, collar tie, maybe they're resisting, right? If they're really resisting and I went to do this and they're sitting back, I would just drive into them, right? I would push their head over their knee and tap their knee. So a lot of times they won't sit back. Like I push in, they lean forward. And when they lean forward, I snap down. And when I snap down, I feed to the arm and grab the elbow. I'll do it on the other side and I'll show you what it looks like if you did a go behind. I come up, I snap down and I feed to a front head. And then what I do is I pull this elbow in and I put my knee behind the elbow and down on the mat. And then I reach behind them. And you just do a go behind. This would score points. And then you could obviously start looking for the back, right? Rolling them through like so. Thank you. So without a partner, right? Thanks to COVID, we're gonna just do a hip heist and then do an imaginary snap down to a front head. And then you can practice your go behind. Okay.
Is there a reason that you're snapping and then switching arms for the front headlock? Why aren't you just snapping under here and then staying on?
You could do either one. So what I assume what you're referring to is, so I'm just doing a cross snap, right? I'm just cross snapping like this, right? I'm using this to feed to this hand. I could just snap down and then just go straight in. I just like doing, is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer doing cross snaps a lot. I like feeding across because a lot of times you can go straight into chokes when you're when they're feeding the head. But yeah, I could just go straight to a snap down and then go straight in. Or you can do what's called a cross snap where I take this collar tie and feed to the other hand. So it's just a preference, but so there's some situations where you may want to do a straight snap or a cross snap. So that's all that is. Cool. All right. So like I said, one more time, just hip heisting. We're doing our snap down, front head, and then just practice like you're going behind them. Okay, I won't go too much into that in detail, right? Let's go ahead and give that a try now. 1, 2. Again, when you're on that front headlock, whatever arm is imaginary on their arm, make sure you put your knee to the elbow. You're putting your knee to the elbow, and then you're spinning behind them. So I have an arm that's imaginary over their arm, and I put my knee to their elbow, and then I switch my knees and spin around behind them, right? Because we want to block their elbows, we want to block their arm, so we can get behind their hips. And that would score points once we get behind them like that. Now you can do both now. Just kind of mix in both of them as you want. You can add some scoots in, do a hip heist, imagine a snap down, or imagine scooting your hips back underneath. Good, guys. Circle up. All right, we're going to go on the kick shield now. So go ahead, take a second, grab a drink of water if you need to. Grab your kick shield or your whatever you use as an imaginary partner. Oh, everyone got something? All right. So first one we're going to do, we're going to imagine we come in and we're able to get the legs, okay? When we get the legs, if we can achieve the grip, so there's two different ones I do, right? There's one I do if I can get the legs, like actually grip them. And there's another one I do if I can't really get grips and I just want to start throwing, okay? So if you're able to grip the legs, a lot of times all you have to do is you give a little push in, you're going to take a side step, and then you're going to take a back step. And you're just going to spin the legs, okay? So all you're going to do is you're going to take a side, you're going to step out to the side, and then you're going to step back as you move the legs, okay? The reason we step back is because if their legs are in between ours, I can use my partner to demonstrate. So this will be a lot easier now. So like I said, if I can just reach and then grab like this quickly, then a lot of times what I'll do is I'll step out to the side. And then if they're staying like crunch in, stay like rigid, pull your knees in and like tuck your chin. Like this, a lot of times they'll stay rigid, right? So when I step out to the side, I can just spin them like this. Okay, so I step out to the side and then I can just move them out that way. Try to keep your knees in and like round it. Like knees out wider though. There, like this. But stay pull them into your chest. Good. So I step out to the side. As I spin, you should be able to spin your partner. There it is, like that. Right? So a lot of times you get like this spinning effect. Where as I step back, if I don't step back, the leg catches like that. So as I go to spin, I step the leg back. And then I end in this position. Okay? This is normally only if I can actually grab the gi pants. I step out, and then I back step. I step out and back step. Okay? Thank you. So this will be the first one. And this is just simple. This is like a simplified footwork. And like I said, it's normally if your partner's staying like super tight. So you slap, grab, side, back. Come back, side, back. Come back, step to the side, step back, reset, grab, step to the side, step back. Right? So it's just a side step and a back step. And act like you're spinning the legs past you. Step to the side, step back, spin the legs. Any questions on that one? So super, super easy footwork just to get warmed up, okay? 1, 2. So side, back, slap, grab, side step, back step. Slap, grab, side step, back step. Slap, grab, side step, back step. And you could go like reverse knee on belly to finish. Side steps, back step. You want to move away from the legs. You're spinning the legs one way and you're moving the other. Step to the right, throw the legs to the left. All right, so back up. The next one's going to be a side step, but then we're actually going to go past. So I'm going to step to the side, then I'm going to step across. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to go retract our leg all in one movement. Our leg's going to go in a circle and go across to the other side. And then this leg comes across. So this is like the capoeira footwork, like this. So this is slightly different footwork, right? So this is side step, cross step. Used for a different reason, okay? So if you remember the capoeira drill, right, with our arms moving like this, right, with a partner, the reason we do this is if I can't grab their legs. So if I can't grab their legs, perfect, thank you. If I push in, if I can't grab their legs, so all I'm going to do is push, throw by. The legs come back and high, like this. I go this way, legs come back this way. Right? Go ahead and just, just do it slow. There you go. Now come back. Oh, yes. So I just get that timing, right? Just throwing the legs by and then going the other way. Does everyone see that? That's where that kind of comes in. Thank you. Is with the legs coming, you're timing the legs left and right. Okay? Let's go ahead and give that a try, guys. Okay, 1, 2. So imagine those legs coming back across and you go right back the other way. Hey, you can do it on me if you want. You try. No grips on this one, just going by. Slow and smooth. Step up here. Slow and smooth. There you go. Let's add a finish to that now, guys. So circle up. Now, I'll go ahead and do this on this one because I'll demonstrate it on the bag and then I'll demonstrate it on a person for context next. So we hit the initial movement, okay? Now you can stop here and go straight to knee on belly, okay? But a lot of times, if you can, I actually prefer turning. So I step across, and then when I feel like I have the hips beat, I turn towards the legs, and then a lot of times, we're looking to tackle the hips, like this. Okay, I'll show a technical way to do that, but for the sake of the drill, I push in, I step out, I throw the legs by, and I step up to the shoulder line. I turn, and then I tackle the hips. Okay, I'll show it from here. Out to the side, up to the shoulder line. I turn, face the legs, and then I just tackle the hips. Okay? On a person, you don't need to tackle the hips as much. It's going to be more of I push in, I step to the side, I throw the legs by, and I step to the shoulder. As I turn, the legs come up, and I catch the legs. And then I drop my head and elbows down as I go in for the tackle. Okay, from one more angle. Turn this one. I step to the side, I throw the legs, step up to the shoulders, legs come up, elbows drop, tackle at the hips. Shoulder goes right into the stomach. Thank you. Any questions on that one? So same thing, except you're turning at the end, dropping down, sprawling on the hips. Let's do it. 1, 2. I'm going to watch you guys on this one. So you're turning and facing the legs and dropping that shoulder on the hips. If I go to my left, I'm going to drop my right shoulder on the middle. If I go to the right, I'm going to drop my left shoulder. If I go to the left, I'm going to turn and I'm going to drop my right shoulder. If I go to the right, I'm going to turn and drop my left shoulder. Okay? Good. Good job, guys. Circle back up. All right, we're going to be in side control now. And we're just going to get a nice little burn on our arms here. And we're just going to do some knee on belly pop-ups, okay? So like I said, there's technical ways to do knee on belly pop-ups. You can use reaction, where they're pushing on my chest, and I pop up. I can put my forearm across their waist and then slide my knee across. I can also have both hands on the near side like this, and then slide my knee across where my hand is. Okay, there's all sorts of ways to do it. And this one, we're just going to use it more as a drill. So pick and choose how you want to come up. I want you guys just getting a good workout, popping up, and then making sure you're finishing in good position. So we're down, we pop up, make sure you're in good position, and then go right back down. Pop back up, good position, right back down. Okay? Go ahead. Start when you're ready. Good position, back down. This is your push-up workout. Put your hands on the back, one at the bottom, one on each corner. Oh no, I lost count. I think that's 10. We'll try to do the same amount on each side. One more. Time. Take a breather for a second. And then we're going to do the other side next. All right. So go ahead and switch sides. Ready? Start when you're ready. Time. Take a breather. Next one we're going to do. Let's do. How much time we got? Let's do switch around the head first. So from side position, we're going to assume the person gets an underhook on us. Okay, and we're going to punch the mat on the near side here. Okay, I slide my knee up to the top corner. I step my leg up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my elbow where my hand is as I drop my left knee to the mat. Like that. I square my hips up. Hand down to the mat. Knee slides up. Foot steps up. Elbow comes across. Knee drops. Like so. I square my hips up. show it on a person real quick. Turn this way. Perfect. So they come up on an underhook like this, right? Go ahead and get on your side. I block the hip on the near side. I slide my knee up to the shoulder. My leg steps up by the head. My elbow is going to drop where my hand is. My knee drops behind them, and I spin around. Notice now I'm behind them. They go back to flat to their back. They go for the underhook again. On this side, you're good. On your side, I punch the mat, slide my knee up, step my leg up, elbow goes across, and now I'm behind. Thank you. Any questions on that one? So that's just switching around the head from side control, okay? Let's give that one a try. 1, 2. You can do these as slow or as fast as you want to, right? Make sure you're doing it right. That knee drops, that elbow replaces. We're coming around. We square our hips up, hand goes down, knee slides up, foot goes up, knee drops, elbow replaces, and we're back across. Right? I square my hips up, hand goes down, knee slides up, foot steps, knee drops, and we dive into it. Square up, hand goes down, knee slides up, foot goes up. My knee is gonna drop from the mat as my elbow switches. Okay, and we land in side control. Go ahead, do a couple on your own. Switching around the head. Time, guys, circle back up. So the next one is switching around the head. Switching around the legs. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm in side control, right? They're gonna turn into me. I'm the head's over here, guys. The head's over here. These are their legs, right? They turn into me. I'm gonna pull the knees in. I'm pulling their legs towards me. My foot's gonna plant. I'm gonna lift my hips up. Step my leg over their legs and spin back around. So I'm down here, I drop to my hip, step my leg up. I'm gonna pin my hand, my hips come up, and I'm gonna step over and go to the other side. So it's just bottom leg coming over. Bottom leg coming over. Okay, so on a person, because this one really needs context. This is a weird one. Put your head on this side for me. Other way. There we go. So I'm over here, and they frame in, and they turn on their side. Yep, exactly. So I drop down. Okay, so they're framing in. I drop to my hip, and I pull their knee towards me. Foot comes up. I step over their thigh like this. My knee goes like behind their butt. And I go to the other side. If I turn them slightly, so you can get a different angle, they turn in, I pull the knee towards, I step over the legs, and come back around. They turn in, they frame, shrimp, I pull the knee, I step over, and I go behind. So that's a weird one, okay? You're on an elbow, you're on a foot, you're stepping the bottom leg over and then spinning around, okay? Don't overthink it. This is a weird one. Okay, let's give it a try. 1, 2. So your bottom leg is stepping over. You're on your elbow, they turn in. Bottom leg steps over, turn in. You're on an elbow, they turn in. Bottom leg steps over, turn back around. Good, guys. Good. Keep it up. Good, guys. Circle up. Last one. Yeah, I think we just have time for one more. We'll just do one more, and then we'll do abs. All right, so last but not least, crazy eights. So we've done this one before. This kind of combines kind of a lot of what we've already done. So what you're doing is you're imagining you're in front of somebody, right? You throw the legs by, and you step up like we did before, except we're not turning. We're just going to go to knee on belly, and then we're going to go across to the other side, knee on belly, and then we're going to push off, hands on the kick shield, walking around, back to knee on belly, switching sides, pushing off, and then coming back. You can go back the way you came. Back across, push off, and back up this way. Okay, it's called crazy eights because you're doing a figure eight around the kick shield. On a person, aren't you glad you stayed around? Turn your legs towards me. So what it's going to look like is I do the first part, right? I go across, knee on belly off the other side, walking around, knee on belly back across, pushing back, right? And I can go back the other way. Try to keep my weight on my hands so I don't smush. Moving around, back across this way, like that. Any questions?
Yeah, when you're walking around, you would typically be blocking the legs so they don't invert? Is that what you typically?
Yeah, when I'm here.
Yeah.
So yeah, here I'll be blocking the knees. Boom. So I come off a knee on belly. I'm on the knees. And really, there's a lot of things you can do. You could do this quick. Like you're gonna be here. I could like do like a more dynamic step. There's all kinds of ways to switch around the head. This is more of just like a movement drill than it is an actual technique.
Okay.
Idea sticks. Cool. Any questions on that, guys? Let's do it. Figure eights. 1, 2. Again, as slow or as quick as you want. Try to keep it smooth, though. I want to watch you guys. Make sure you're doing the, the pass at the beginning, right? You're passing, you're doing like your Toriando at the beginning to go to the on belly. So make sure you do your footwork for the pass at the beginning. Couple more reps, couple more reps. Good, guys. Circle back up. That's it for technique. Let's go ahead. Let's finish with some abs. Let's go ahead and go back to, see if I remember what they were. I want to do 10 rock ups, 10 D ups. 10 rock ups, 10 D ups, 10 crunches, and then 10-second hold. Okay, so 10 rocks, 10 V ups. I can't do great V ups. And then sitting up, 10 leg extension, and then a 10-second hold. Okay? Everyone good to go? Everyone got that? No questions? Let's do it. All right, 10 rock ups. Ten V-ups. Ten crunches. Leg extensions. Then 10-second hold. Rest. Oh, my hips are killing me. Oh, those sitting leg extensions are killer right now. My psoas is like on fire. Oh. All right, take a break real quick. Catch your breath. All right, back to it. 10 rock ups. Ten V-ups. Ten leg extensions. Ten-second hold. Rest. Woo! This one's hurting extra today. I don't remember having this much trouble with it. Whew. Some burns. I'm like doing little like one leg extensions because I can't bend and flex my left leg right now. Oh. All right, a couple more seconds. Hoping my abs don't start cramping. All right, last one, guys, last one. 10 rock ups. 10 V-ups. Then leg extensions. Ten-second hold. Done. Oh. Whew. I can barely sit up. Whew. Oh, those are hard. All right. Let's go ahead and bow out, guys. Go ahead and fix yourself. Your gi if you're wearing one. Line up. You can line up too. You're in class. Feet together. Bow. Lewis, thank you for coming. Virtual handshake.
Thanks,
Go ahead
Bitner.
and
Take
meet
care, man.
yourself. Say hi. What's up, Luke?
What's up, Andrew? How are you, man?
Liking the quarantine hair going on?
It's a lot in there, brother.
Yeah, mine's pretty long too now. I was like, I need a haircut. This is getting ridiculous.
I appreciate it as always, man. You take care, all right?
Yeah, you too, man. Thanks for joining. See if I can get my
Thanks,
hair going. This is ridiculous. How long is this? This is like 3 months of hair. Trying to see what it looks like.
Thanks for class,
Anybody
Coach.
else got a good quarantine mustache or anything? What's up, guys? Yeah, there you go. Have a good one, Jorge. That's everyone. Ugh.